One loss puts them out. So it's going to be very, very interesting now to see how they respond to basically almost wasting a first chance at the 3 points in that first game.
Still, they can always take comfort in the fact that they've solidified 1 point. So that it's better than getting a full-on loss in the first game. As obviously the likes of Jose, who's won one of those regional finals in the first season, he's having to come back from knowing that, okay, he didn't get the win, but he didn't even get the solitary point in that game. So he has to take the front foot in every single one of the games that progress.
So next up on the live screen, we have Ettorito from Italy and SOFIA,
who is, of
course,
one of our Japanese
from the
players.
Asia region from Japan. So again, 4-1 to SOFIA in the first game in his game against Neo Lotfi. And of course, Ettorito losing as well in that first game by 3-2. So we have SOFIA with 3 points, Ettorito with 0. So it's potentially more important for Ettorito, this one, Graham.
Yeah, it's huge. And SOFIA, obviously, he's an unknown, as we keep mentioning that unknown factor. But, I mean, I say he's unknown. We do know this about him. He qualified first in the Asia Online Championship. So he's not exactly like he's done.
So potentially
nothing.
He's better than Maegeka, for example, who did so well last year.
Exactly. I mean,
he's doing so well this year.
And better than Allboy as well. Obviously, he finished second in the Online Championship. So two of the players here have been in the same qualification championship, but have finished behind SOFIA. So, I mean, that shows you how he's managed to get 3 points in the first match. Ettorito, hugely, phenomenally influential player, particularly last year. Not so much in his first game, and now has a very big.
It's a chance here for Ettorito, though, down the right-hand side. Finds Suarez, crosses towards Rakitic to the back post. He can't get out here, SOFIA. And finally, just manages to scramble the ball away, but still Ettorito piling on the pressure, much like he did in 2017, straight from the off-start, going for the jugular. But finally, SOFIA just calming possession down, just to get a bit of respite here. 10 minutes gone here. How many times do you want to say here, Graham?
A few times here. I'm enjoying this here. Let's carry on here.
So what have you seen so far, Graham?
A lot of things here. Now, I've seen, it's kind of too early to predict, to say. I mean, it's been a bit frantic defending from SOFIA. I mean, Ettorito, his ball play in such a short amount of time has been extra special, as he is here with a shot and a good save.
But it's ricocheted back towards Suarez, in towards Deulofeu, finally cleared away. It's been all Ettorito. He's coming flying out of the blocks here, but importantly, he hasn't managed to take advantage of that. And will he rue some of these opportunities as SOFIA tries to break, but it's been shut out?
But this is where Ettorito has his strength. When he's in the ball, it's the movement. And last year in particular, his first touch, as he's just done there, you see that the way he takes the ball, it's not always to feet. He either moves it, he turns on the ball, which is what he's doing now. He's taking some time. Is this going to be the shot?
By far one of the most fluid players we've seen in the PES League for quite some time. Some of the one-touch football Ettorito plays is absolutely breathtaking as he plays it through towards Luis Suarez again. Lovely turn onto his right foot. Good challenge again, though. That last-ditch challenge coming in from SOFIA every time. Of course, managed to only concede one in his first game, so maybe this is a sign of where SOFIA is going to be going down that defensive route. As the ball gets cleared away again, just breaking down that final last pass from Ettorito as he searches for this first goal of the game. A quarter of the game gone so far already, and still no goals, Graham.
No, there's a little bit of interference there from a PSN message, which was a bit bizarre to see. Hopefully that doesn't continue throughout the game. But we have Ettorito on the attack here. But the thing with Ettorito is his defence is strong as well. And as I say that, he's been put apart and just about does everything he could. Almost
you are by
concedes.
far one of the worst commentators I've ever had. The way you say things and automatically the opposite happens is absolutely brilliant as Suarez finds Deulofeu. Back towards Suarez again. Lovely turn there from Suarez. Plays it back, blocked. He's really ramping up the pressure now, isn't he?
He is. Just to come back to your comment about Curse the commentator, I think I've caught that from you, actually.
Yeah.
So
I do often curse the players, unfortunately, as the ball gets played up towards the halfway line. Now finds a man in a white shirt, believe it or not. And now finds Philippe on towards Aubameyang. Lovely chance for the header. Big save from the goalkeeper. First real chance there for SOFIA. playing with, of course, Borussia Dortmund against Barcelona, who is being played by Ettorito from Italy.
Lovely ball.
Luis Suarez, that's a poor last pass again. It feels a little bit forced, that last pass, and I don't know whether that's because he's lost his first game.
It feels like actually quite a few of his passes are a little bit rushed as well. There's a few times where he's played a pass and it's been so fast that the man that's just delivered the pass has received a 1-2 pass and he's not even set his foot in. And that's happened a few times with Ettorito. So
Sofia definitely growing into this match as we tick towards the end of the first half. Plays it back towards Marco Reus. Big chance here for Sofia, just can't quite get the shot away, and the defending in the end comes in. It's a good challenge, and it breaks to the goalkeeper, and he throws it downfield up towards Rakitic. Now finds De La Feo on this left-hand side, but again, poor from Ettorito in that final third. As we tick into the final minute of the normal minutes of time here in the first half. Up towards the halfway line. Lovely turn here from Aubameyang. Now finds Philippe on towards Reus. Lovely one-touch football here from Sofia. Real chance. It's opened up. Chance here for Sofia.
What a save!
A stunning save from Ettorito in that goal. And he's got his hands up in the sky. He doesn't know what's happening. He's complaining about something. I wonder what's got him so riled, Graham.
I reckon it's the messages that we can see on the screen. It appears that the console is being spammed by people that are attacking the accounts, but maybe that's what the issue is. And as we flick to settings, there we go, they're turning the notifications off within that match.
As a goal has gone in the other game, and it's a goal for Guiafera. The world champion scores again. What does anyone have to do? How can anyone stop him?
If I could say that, I would probably be $200,000 better off right now.
What does he do that other players don't? What about his tactics mean? Is it his one touch? Is it his wing play? Or is it so many things that you can't put your finger on it?
For me, his absolute
attention
defining,
to detail.
Yeah, it's his one touch, which is his defining characteristic. But his one touch is, as I say that, there was very minimal one-touch stuff there, but that was just the end of the attack. But his one-touch stuff pulls the shape. Look, there's absolutely no shape there. There's three players across the back, but they're just being dragged left, right and centre because you've got Cafani running one way, which just leaves a lot of space for Drax to just drill the ball across the box.
What I have noticed as well about him is when I watch him in and around, he often plays the ball in towards the edge of the area, the striker with his back to goal, and then the striker twists one way, so everyone flocks that way, and then he flips back and then plays it through. And I've watched him a few times in some of the goals he scored, including last year, and he does that a lot. And obviously maybe that's something, if you were playing against him, you'd think about, because he almost always feints that first direction and then he goes back.
It's kind of hard to read though, because it's almost he has an endless amount of feints, whereas most people have not a route one direct sort of mentality, but they're clearly going one way. They're going towards the three metal sticks that are at the end of the pitch, whereas he kind of charges that way and then goes, actually, I'm not ready for that yet, I'll turn back. And then the same again, he turns back but he can loop the edge of the box 3 or 4 times before he actually deploys a shot, and it's just kind of, you don't know when it's coming, so you can't brace for it, and that's the bit where you end up second guessing yourself, and then eventually you think, okay, I'm committing to the tackle, and people are just moving out of position expecting something to happen, but it doesn't, which is why obviously 3 goals in the first game, was it, and another one here. So yeah,
indeed. In case you are watching at home and you're a little bit confused as to what's happened, as of course we've got a different game on the screen now. We've had a few technical issues in the game between Ettorito and Sofia, so we've switched to the game here, which includes of course the world champion, the man who won $200,000 last year in the world finals in Cardiff, and here now of course he is flying already in this Asia first round. He's won the first game, he's winning here again. We're just getting notifications that potentially we may be soon going back to the game we were on between Ettorito and Sofia, but here again we're seeing just a real star. We're not seeing him born, but we're seeing him continue to maintain that same standard, aren't we?
Look at how much possession, and I mean, it's actually something that gets mentioned in the commentary in PES is you shouldn't have the time to exchange passes in the box, but that's exactly what he does. 3-4 times in that 18-yard box. He's playing 1-2 passes, passing it across, spinning around, another pass, and then it's kind of, by that point, 3 or 4 passes in, you've committed to so many tackles that you've just gifted him a shot. And if it wouldn't be for the shot-stopping ability that we've had from the likes of Ter Stegen in this game so far, and I can't even remember who the Dortmund keeper is. I mean, if it hadn't been for players... Oh, we're back actually into the...
Yeah, I was just going to say, we now have the live stream back for Ettorito versus Sofia, and it is Ettorito again in the ascendancy at the start of this second half. Another stunning, sprawling save from the goalkeeper. Another chance wasted by Ettorito.
I'm just going to take another look at this before I confirm. Oh, I mean, yeah, I mean... I kind of want to say it's a chance waster purely because of Ettorito's finishing ability. We'd expect him to drill that one in the back of the net, but the keeper shouldn't be saving that, but he did. So, I mean, dust yourself off, carry on. You've still got the majority of a half of the game left. You've still got time to get the ball in the back of the net, and if anyone can find the back of the net, it's Ettorito, but he definitely needs to be doing that now. If he loses this game, he's out.
If he draws this game, it puts tremendous pressure on him for the third game to win it, and that would be the first real big shot, wouldn't it, if Ettorito were to go out. He, like many people predicted, was one of the favourites going into this qualification. As the ball gets played through towards Marco Reus, Sofia on the attack. Good challenge though. Ettorito's been very solid. He just can't quite get that goal, the elusive goal, to put himself in front as it's played through towards Luis Suarez. Lovely one touch there. Back towards Messi, the Argentinian talisman down the right-hand side. Support in the middle. Suarez is in the centre. Plays it across. Good header away. Only as far as Iniesta. Back towards Suarez. And again, the final pass. But Sofia is panicking now. He senses this is the chance. What a block. Last ditch there. Heroic defending to deny Ettorito. How many more chances is Ettorito going to spurn?
What an absolutely phenomenally timed slide tackle. I mean, you just couldn't predict that. I mean, that was it. I'd given up on it. It was a goal. All intents and purposes.
He'd given the ball away, and then he still had... Most people in that situation would freeze and go, I can't, I've just given all a goal, and then he came back, stunning
sliding
block.
tackle.
And now he's got a chance
and
to
now
take
he has
the lead.
A chance.
Oh, what a chance. Woo! This is really heating up as we tick into the final third here. No changes as yet, but I'm guessing if the ball gets put out of play, this is when we're going to see the changes. Lo and behold.
And there we are.
There we go. Wow, do we know PES 2018. And what are we going to see here, Graham? What are they going to do? Are they... Well, I'm guessing if you're Sofia, you're pretty happy with a point here. 4 points you'd be on. You've just played against the runner-up from last year. You're sitting pretty. Obviously, Ettorito really now needs to go for the jugular, doesn't he?
See, I think Ettorito has the jugular. It's there in his hands. The thing that we're seeing is... there was an effort a few minutes ago. He drilled the ball over the top to Suarez, but there wasn't a shot. And one of the things we've said before is PES League players play the percentages. I have a 10% chance of scoring. I'm not taking the shot. I have a 50% chance of scoring. I'm not taking the shot. Even 80%, quite often players, nope, I'm not taking the shot until they think it's an absolute guaranteed chance. But Ettorito, he's lofting balls in and hoping. These championships are not won on hope alone. You have to have the quality and the ability. He does, but he's just not showing it at this point in time.
So, if we're just going to go to some of the other games, we've got PSG 1-0 to the good, and that's, of course, Guiafera, like we mentioned, still winning in that game. Neo Lotfi is drawing 0-0 as we go back to the main game. We will, of course, after the game here, we'll go to all of the games to let you know where we're up to in the group stages as we tick into the final important match before the qualification for the knockout stages as the ball gets played up towards this left-hand side. Dembele pops it off lovely there towards Turan back towards Dembele, now forward towards the danger area, twisting, turning on the edge of the area, can't get the shot away again we're talking percentages, but sometimes do you need to take that chance?
Yeah, there was too much. I think that turn in the middle, I'd said lovely, and just as I said that, that's how you want to do your turn. That was crisp.
Now he needs to make it pay, though, as we tick into the final 15 minutes. It's Messi, finds Arda Turan, pulls it back.
That's got to be
football. What an unbelievable challenge again. You just can't explain how he's defending like this. He looks like he's miles away from the centre forward, and then suddenly he's there.
The thing with that attack though, that
he's in again.
This is it.
Surely
This
it's
is
going on
it.
Messi.
There we
He's got
are.
the goal, and it's just what he deserves. Just a little nod and a sigh there for Sofia, because he knows he's defended so well, but he's defended for 70 minutes, and it gets to this stage, the legs begin to tire, and this is when Ettorito, the man who finished second last year, he crushed it there with a stunning bit of play down that right-hand side, didn't he?
That is how Ettorito plays. No drilling the ball
That
in and
pass
hoping
back.
Suarez. Yeah,
That pass back, anyone else
it was
would have
this
shot
pass
in that
though.
position.
That's the pass that got the goal. This was just finishing the deed. Everything was that through ball to, is it Messi on the edge of the box? It was Messi. That's how Ettorito plays. That killing through ball. We've not seen that. He's been lofting the passing, like lofted through balls.
Like Neo Lotfi.
Exactly. but that's not how Ettorito plays. That, as we've just seen, is how Ettorito plays. If he does that again, even in the little time that's left, we could be 3-0 up, 4-0 up by the end of this game.
So in Ettorito's season, that could be the goal that we look back on and say that's changed his fortunes, because with only 10 minutes to go, he's really pulled a rabbit out of the hat there, hasn't he?
He has. Just like you did with that cliche.
I'm sorry. It's now ticking on to about 4 a.m. 1-0 to Ettorito. Can he hold? Will he go for a second? Of course, we know Sofia can score goals. Scored 4 in the first game. And he's going to go hell for leather now as another cliche rolls from the tongue as the ball gets played up towards Rakitic. Now finds Dembele in towards the centre. Another chance here. Another good bit of defending. Only one chance that wasn't defended well, and it's resulted in the goal. And that tells you all you need to know about Ettorito. He only needs one defensive mistake, and it's over.
And it wasn't even a case, it was the only one that wasn't defended well. It was the only one that wasn't defended phenomenally. I mean, Sofia's defending has been absolutely out of this world. On that one, there was nothing he could have done about it. Even a phenomenal interception he's had all along would have struggled with that through ball that was through to Messi.
Now, of course, Sofia scored 4 in his first game. He's scored none so far, and it's looking like, again, hopefully curse of the commentator, it's looking like he's not going to score again here, or not again here, but he's not going to score in this game. Why do you think that that's the case? Is that because Ettorito's been so good, or do you feel that Sofia was far better than his original opponent?
I think that...
As it has finished here, 1-0 to Ettorito.
It's kind of hard to say without seeing the original game, but I will say, undoubtedly, the quality of Ettorito is what has shone through there. He was kind of a bit flustered. Perhaps